Jacksonville police arrest in Fulio. This is one they did in the rain, right? Like, it was mad dramatic. They were like, walk backwards. Take 2 steps to the left. 2 steps to the right, nigga.
Beatronics. Monitors and touchscreens designed...
My bad. I don't know if I can find the whole thing. No. This was Gathright. But then the other one was... let me just go on YouTube and try to find it. Isaiah Chance arrest. That's Gutta Zay. Isaiah Chance arrest. This was it, right?
It was at 4.
Yeah. Yep.
He's coming. He's coming.
That's them arrested.
He's coming. He's coming. Keep coming. Stop. Stop. Turn around. Keep your hands up. Turn around.
By the way, the irony and so much drama with this. First of all, look at the nice house this guy just was living in before he got arrested. Second of all, he was staying with his girl. He got his girl pregnant. You could tell he'd been with this girl for a while. He got her pregnant because he knew the walls were closing in. He knew he was caught. Why pull out at that point, right? So his girl is pregnant. You're going to see his girl come out soon. But his name is Gutta Zay, and he's the guy who's accused of, he's actually not one of the triggermen, but he's accused of essentially giving up the drop, right? Being a part of the plot and giving up the drop. Him and his girl gave up the drop and was following Fulio around. So here we go.
Back up. Back up. All right, go to your knees. Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, look at his face.
Stay there. Stay there. Don't move.
Yeah, look at this shit they got pointed at him. Now, who said it? No, of course. Why pull out at that point? Yo, if I know I'm going to jail for life, trust me, I'm nothing in every... Y'all got to at least repopulate the earth. I'm locked up, but at least my seeds are free. Like, fuck it, right? Like, why pull out? Okay, so they cuff him, and then this is his... All right, this other guy here, this is Sean Gathright. And then now you're going to see this is the girlfriend of Isaiah Chance, the first guy. So Isaiah Chance here, and this is the girlfriend. Anyway, there's a video that's leaked, and I don't know how they got him this. But remember, they arrested him like he was wet, this and third. And I guess they brought him into, they gave him something, like some hoodie or something like that. And they brought him into a interrogation room. And they were trying to get this guy to tell so bad. So they're like kind of trying to butter him up to say, who gives a fuck about Julio Foolio dying? He was a piece of shit anyway. And this is caught on video because this is interrogation video. This is them kind of buttering him up, saying, nah, y'all didn't do a bad thing. Y'all killed Fulio. He's a piece of shit. Listen to this.
What do you know about Julio Foolio? Let's start from there. I think he's a piece of shit. I watched all those videos. I went down that rabbit hole.
You see, they got him to laugh. See, that's all they want. You know?
All those videos. I went down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, we all did.
I mean, that Joker's desecrating graves. He is asking to be killed. There is no doubt about it.
It was inevitable.
I can't believe it took this many years for somebody to kill him. Honest to God.
I'm going to be honest with you. These are great detectives right here. They talking to the suspect like they're saying, we like you. We criminals too. We want some of these niggas to die. Oh, you did the crime? Fuck it. We might give you a gold star. We might let you go back out. Give you a reload on the bullets in your gun. You know what I mean? Obviously, anyone with a brain here would notice that the cops they're not even playing good cop, bad cop. You know, they're just playing, yo, you've helped society. They're playing that type of angle. You've helped society by killing this guy. It's all good. Just tell us how you killed him. We gonna help you out. We're gonna make sure you don't get cooked because you're not a bad person for what happened. The bad person is now dead, right? And that's a really good angle. That's actually good detective work, to be honest, right? Like, look, he said, what do you know about Julio Foolio? I'll tell you what I know. He's a piece of garbage, right? They just leave the convo with it.
What do you know about Julio Foolio? Let's start from there. I think he's a piece of shit.
Oh my
I
God.
watched all those videos. I went down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, we all did.
I mean, that Joker's desecrating graves. He is asking to be killed. There is no doubt about it.
It was inevitable.
I can't believe it took this many years for somebody to kill him. Honest to God.
Yo, he said, I can't believe it took so many years to kill him. That is so wild. That's such a wild thing to say. However, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's great police work, right? It's great police work. Like, this is how I think we all like marvel at. Damn, how do the police keep getting people to tell? Well, you get people to tell by like scaring the fuck out of them, telling them that if they don't tell, they're gonna die in jail or get the fucking needle, or you tell them, hey, listen, we're on your side, buddy. We want you out of here. Okay? And matter of fact, to keep it real, yeah, murder is a crime, but murdering this guy, not that much of a crime. So, they're doing their job. Now, I want to see the full video. I don't know how they got this video here. Shout out to people from Duval County Reddit. But it appears that there has to be a longer video. Now, what we do know, what came to court is that it appears he didn't snitch. So, like, whatever this longer conversation is, he didn't buckle in and be like, okay, let me tell you about Fulio. Fuck that guy. We did it. Who did cooperate a bit was his girlfriend, the one he got pregnant. Okay, this girl here. Obviously, and this is also what the police, I'm pretty sure they didn't know at the time. I don't know if she knew at the time that she was pregnant, because they got locked up, what is it, like a month after or something like that? Yeah, I can't remember when it was. But essentially, I'm pretty sure they're playing the pregnancy against her to say, hey, and also she's going through these hormone changes, right? Say, hey, listen here, girl. You're going to have a child. You want to be able to spend time with your child in the real world, not through these metal bars. Right now, we have it down that you wanted to kill Julio Foolio, that this was all your plan. You got to gas it up, right? And you had your boyfriend do it, and you had these guys do it. But you know what? We want to give you a break because we don't think you're that evil. Matter of fact, Julio was a piece of garbage, right? He was doing a lot. So if you tell us as much as you know, we're going to push for the prosecutor to maybe downgrade the charges you have. And you're going to have a possibility of spending time with your child. Okay? You don't want to be having kids in here. And I'm pretty sure at that point, and if you don't know, she is cooperating. Okay? Now, granted, the levels of her cooperation that was presented thus far said that it felt like she was still protecting her baby daddy. And this is where I realized she don't got, now she has two lawyers now. But I could tell when she first talked, they realized they could flip her against everybody but her baby daddy, which is usually, it is. Like a woman really only is loyal to their feelings, but beyond their own feelings, they're loyal to the dick they're fucking or sucking. That's it. You get what I'm saying? And when she started cooperating, it came out in paperwork to say, she said she didn't know what was going on, nor her boyfriend. So she's trying to protect him. Like, oh, we ain't know. We were going for the ride, and when they were using our phone, we don't know. We didn't know what was going on. Essentially saying, these are the killers. We were just chilling. Now, we all know they all were in it, but at least they're getting some cooperation out of her. And, yeah, we're going to see. So, yeah, I'm wondering what the rest of this is.
What do you know about Julio Foolio? Let's start from there. I think he's a piece of shit. I watched all those videos. I went down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, we all did.
I mean, that Joker's desecrating graves. He is asking to be killed. There is no doubt about it. I can't believe it took this many years for somebody to kill him. Honest to God.
Yo, that is crazy. I'm trying to find like a longer version of that shit. God damn. Yeah, I'm trying to find a longer version to it. I don't think we can find a longer. Okay, all right, cool. All right, what I can pull up is the court proceedings, right? Which is, her name is Alicia Andrews Court, right? The last time we seen her in court was about a month ago, and they all were in court. And
defendants are present, as well as
they set trial dates. I'm still wondering how the hell she got her baby hair still laid. What the fuck is going on, right?
their counsel.
On behalf of Mr. Murphy, As the court knows, he's charged with first-degree murder. We have not received notice yet.
Inclusive of my client as well, Your Honor. I would also adopt most of Mr. Gonzalez's argument, but I would defer to him.
And you guys can remain seated when you're talking to me, unless you need to, and you want to go back and talk to the witness about the
So her pregnancy did come up.
deposition.
Myself.
That are outstanding. So I'm definitely reaching out to the detectives to try to get all of that in. But I also know that there are outside agencies, including Jacksonville, Georgia, law enforcement authorities, that I have to get police reports for that as well.
Now, this came out like a month ago, but the state is seeking a death penalty. If you guys don't know, the state of Florida is seeking a death penalty for the 3 suspects accused of killing Julio Foolio. So they're not seeking a death penalty for the woman, but they're seeking a death penalty for the 3 who pulled the trigger, which are, and by the way, this is, the stark difference between, when you get to Florida and Texas, if they can't put a noose around your neck, they're going to put a needle in your arm. They want you dead, okay? If you have taken someone's life and they think it's been done in cold-blooded, premeditated, in a very blatant disregard for human life, or having any type of compassion, or a reason, definitely, they're going to push for the death penalty. And they are pushing for the death penalty for 3 suspects. They said that it wants the death penalty for Chance, Gathright, and Murphy. Now, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Now, I think this is a arm twister for Shorty, right? So this is an arm twister for Shorty. I'm going to tell you why. Remember, I tell you so her name is Alicia Andrews. Her boyfriend's name is Gutta Zay, which is Isaiah Chance. They're seeking a death penalty for her baby daddy. Trust me. This woman, there's no woman, like, at some point she's going to choose her own mortality because she's going to be with the baby wherever. But right now, in her mind, she's trying to figure out a way, even if she has to sink everybody else, for her baby daddy, and her child to be free somehow, okay? So remember I told you she's telling already, but she's trying to tell on everybody else. Well, I'll tell on them, but not my baby daddy. The state announced that it's looking for the death penalty for her baby daddy, and that's gonna put her. That's the pinch. The pinch is this woman needs to now make some real fucking decisions. Hey, somebody's dying, okay? Now, granted, it doesn't mean that because, they're going to fight the death penalty a lot. And, it doesn't mean that the death penalty is going to go through, or even if these guys are going to get found guilty. But it's a good thing to, get these people on point, because whenever this goes to trial, they're all going to tell on each other. That's why I like Florida. Florida throws around the death penalty that when you're a suspect, 20 years looks a lot better than a fucking needle. You get what I'm saying? So all of a sudden you get people start telling on each other, the ones in the crime, not the ones around, the ones in the crime, they just start snitching. So I think this is a way for them to kind of, obviously probably 1 or 2 of these, well, definitely a couple of these cases are going to go to trial, but they're going to come with such a strong case because they're going to have people who have gotten deals to avoid life, death penalty, and they're going to tell, which is, I definitely believe, the woman, Alicia Andrews. You know what I mean? Word to the wise, don't go on a drill with a girl. You get what I'm saying? Like, she's always going to be looked at as, oh, you took her for the ride, or you took advantage that she had a phone, so you use her phone. Not that she told y'all to do it, or she was down with the program. She could be like, oh, I didn't know. Start crying, it's over, right? So that's kind of what's happening. We're going to see more footage that comes out, but it's kind of ironic. And by the way, I'm not even going to lie to you. I ain't even going to lie to you. This might be a strategic leak. Chad, I think at this point we all know that the feds and also the state police play dirty games too. You think that maybe you think they're not leaking this guy in the interrogation room, that everybody could go hit up the other guys and be like, yo, he might be talking. Part of he didn't say nothing in this thing, but it cuts off before he could answer. Chat, it cuts off before he could answer. What did they show? Them saying that and him laughing. almost like he's going for it. You know what that does? It fucks with all the other co-defendants and be like, yo, Zay snitching? Oh, hell nah. Zay? Chat, I'm telling you, these goddamn cops, they're not as dumb as you think. They're playing the game too. Look.
What do you know about Julio Foolio? Let's start from there. I think he's a piece.
You could tell his demeanor is trying to like shake his head. I don't know nothing. He's trying to do the I'm a real street nigga. I don't know shit about shit. I don't know no crime. He's trying to do that, but they leak it with this, which by the way I think is a ballsy move because I think some people could be like, yo, Fulio's family could get at you, but I'm pretty sure they talked to Fulio's family to say, hey, you might see a video that's an interrogation video of us trying to catch your son's killers. We're talking shit about your son. That's a tactic. That's not real. We're just talking shit about your son. We're working for you. We're trying to solve the murder for your son. If we actually believed he was a piece of shit, we wouldn't investigate it. We're trying to solve his murder, but we need to get in these guys' heads, right? So this is an important leak. I think the cops leaked this.
Piece of shit. I watched all those videos. I went down.
See that laugh?
Piece of shit. I would watch.
See, as soon as he heard that,
I think he's a piece of shit. I would watch all those videos. I went down.
Yep. This is what everybody gonna see now. They're gonna be like, yo, Zay talking to 12? No, what's going on?
That was rabbit hole.
Yeah, we all did.
I mean, that Joker's desecrating graves. He is asked.
Now, Highgate Hill says, yo, act. Nah, they probably do think that nigga's a piece of shit, though. Nah, I agree with you. They probably do think that, but they're running game right here. They're running game on this guy, right? Come on, we got to be honest, right?
Asking to be killed. There is no doubt about it.
It was inevitable.
I can't believe it took this bit.
Daddy Logic, thank you for the $2. He says, yo, act. Only dummies fall for this. Just say lawyer. Yo, I hate that y'all think that like everybody's mad seasoned. Yo, these guys are seasoned in doing bullshit, not seasoned with deal with the detectives and the law. And also, this is another thing, like, y'all keep acting like everybody likes to be locked up. Like, a lot of times if a nigga gets locked up, they're trying to find a way to get out of being locked up. Right? Not saying they're telling, but they, you know, hey, you have the right to remain silent. You want a lawyer? And you'd be like, well, if I said lawyer, they'd be like, oh, well, you know, we got to say it out in the county, and then you can get your lawyer. Nigga not trying to get down in the county. He's like, all right, well, if I talk to you and I clear up some shit, might let me go? I'm not saying that's what happened here, but let's stop acting like everybody's just built for jail. Be like, oh, yeah, fuck that. I'm not saying shit. No, they're going to scare you a little bit. They'd be like, they're going to make you feel like there's an incentive to talk to them. They're going to be like, yo, we don't want to send you to the county. And try to get you to talk.
20 years or something.
Now, granted, I do think if you definitely did the murder, right? If you did the murder, you're supposed to just say lawyer, right? Like, nigga, you did the murder, my nigga. You're not, like, you did the murder, they got you in cuffs, and they got you in the interrogation room. There's nothing more for you to, like, try to angle with. Just say lawyer. But, whatever, anyway.
Julio Foolio. Let's start from there. I think he's a piece of shit. I watched all those videos. I went down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, we all did.
I mean, that Joker's desecrating graves. He is asking to be killed. There is no doubt about it.
It was inevitable.
I can't believe it took this many years for somebody to kill him. Honest to God.
Jesus. Yeah, I think they leaked this. I think they leaked this. So this was 6/28, 2024, 1:45. Let's look at how long after his arrest was this? Isaiah Chance arrest.
Turn around.
Oh, this was the next day. Oh, no, what the fuck? This is 6/28. Huh? Maybe meant 7/28? Oh, never mind. No, never mind. Chat. They had Remember, in the documents, they said they had interrogated him a month before. Yeah, they interrogated him a month before. Yeah. That's why he knew the cops was going to come back. So when they came back, they came and locked him up. But they had interrogated him before. That's why he nutted in his girl. Like, he just said, fuck it, man. Like, I'm definitely getting locked up. Yeah, they had interrogated him before. Let me see if I still got the documents here. I got the documents somewhere. Oh, this was 6/24. We have it somewhere. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. No, it was 7:20. This was after 7:27 that we got it. Yeah, I forgot where the documents were. Oh, actually, I could go on to Jackson. I'm not even going to do that. I don't want to milk this too much. All right. Yeah, so anyway, yeah. So they had talked to this guy twice. They talked to him twice, right? And they let him go. So they had talked to him here. I forgot what they picked him up for. So they had picked him up for something else. This is why he has different clothes on from here. So he's wearing red and this with the little Yeezy slide shit. And if you look at him here, he has different pants and different thing on. So this isn't after his arrest. This was a month before, but they asked him, they probably found a bullshit reason to pick him up, and they asked him about it, right? And they cut him loose after, though. They definitely cut him loose. Let me see. I'm going to find it. Give me 1 second. It's Duval County. Here we go. Sorry, Chad. What the fuck? Oh, I gotta log in. God damn it. Give me 1 second. Chance Isaiah. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up the documents. I forgot it. I didn't download it yet. Don't press by typing. It's not working. What the fuck? All right, new account. I'll make a new account real quick. Oh. Okay. Give me 1 second. After this, we're going to get to some Lil Durk shit. It's going to be real quick, though. Okay. All right, I'm in. Now, Chance. Okay. Got it. Where the fuck is this shit? Isaiah Chance. Open. Am I tripping? Oh, it's in Tampa. My bad. Because they killed him in Tampa, right? My bad. It's in Hillsborough County. My bad. I was looking at that, but I couldn't find it. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Is this it? Yeah. All right. Got it, chat. Okay, here we go. Oh, this one I gotta pay? I already looked at everything. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Summary. My bad. Y'all watching what I normally do off stream. This is what everybody be like, yo, Ak, you doing police work. This is exactly what I do off stream. I just look up court shit. All right, where the fuck is the... All right. All right, this is taking too much time. I'll just put it on the site later. But there was a whole narrative. Oh, here it goes. Found it. Okay, I kind of got it. Just give me one more second. If it don't happen in a minute, we're moving on to Durk. Okay, here we go. I'm on a different screen, if you're wondering. I had to log into my little FBI portal. You feel me? Yo, I seen some stupid ass nigga. He was like, yo, I can Flacco or the cops. I'm like, loser. All right, let me see. All right, I'm not gonna look at it. It's just a bunch of like online shit. All right. Anyway, yeah. So the point is, okay. To make a long story short, you just gotta take my word for it. I like to not only just say it when I'm talking about these things, I like to show you in documents. Isaiah Chance knew he was gonna get locked up because he was interviewed a month before, right? The police was still trying to get all the cameras, all the GPS shit, but they picked him up on, I forgot what it was. They picked him up on something else, and they asked him about Fulio. They didn't accuse him of killing Fulio. They asked him about Fulio, and this is why I think the cops are leaking this. I don't think, like, we would have saw the full video, not just this part. We would have saw the full video if someone got it legally, right? Which, legally, we're going to be able to get this at some point. But I believe the police leaked this just to kind of throw it in the air for the other defendants. Yo, one of these guys sat with us and they talked. You get what I'm saying? So, we'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. Someone said, wait, play the video? I played the video already.
What do you know about Julio Foolio? Let's start from there. I think he's a piece of shit. I watched all those videos. I went down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, we all did.
I mean, that Joker's desecrating graves. He is asking to be killed. There is no doubt about it.
It was inevitable.
I can't believe it took this many.
And also, with how clear this fucking footage is, the cops leaked it, my nigga.
Years for somebody to kill him. Honest to God.
Hey, salute to the Jacksonville. Well, actually not Jacksonville. This is well, actually this might be Jacksonville police. However, it's now in the case file for Hillsborough County, which is where Tampa is at. All right, whatever. Yo, on the Durk situation, right? I watched this interesting video and this detective in Chicago. I think he's retired. I don't know if he's retired, but he said he covered Durk a lot. He gave some valuable insight on Durk, right? And
a Grammy Award-winning friend.
Essentially, he's gonna give us some details that it's gonna make a little bit of a sense to us. For example, we had questions like, was there a snitch? Is there a wire? And the most surprising thing of this all, you're gonna hear him say, he has a theory that Durk heard about the grand jury happening, and that's why Durk started changing his image. Which, if we start putting some time together, if we start, when did Durk just automatically say, I'm Muslim now, I'm not with those people over there, I want to squash beef, this and third? That timing would match up. Let me just play this for y'all real quick, okay? Check this out. The detective's going to come on soon, I believe, and he's going to give valuable insight. Listen to this.
The feds, that's when Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. According to the indictment, 18 shots were fired during the shooting, but instead of killing Rondo, they killed Rondo's cousin, who was ID'd in court documents as SR. Authorities tracked down the men involved after the hitman used money from Lil Durk and OTF to carry out the hit. According to federal prosecutors, bank and flight records showed an OTF member and close associate of Lil Durk coordinated and paid for the 5 co-conspirators to travel from Chicago to California on the day of the murder. Court documents say around the time the one-way flights were purchased, Lil Durk told an OTF associate, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." That same day the hitman traveled from Chicago to California, Lil Durk also traveled to California, but in a private jet with Kevon Grant. When they touched down in Cali, Grant allegedly purchased ski masks for the shooters and paid using a credit card in Lil Durk's name for the other co-conspirators' hotel rooms. Grant was named as a top OTF associate in the indictment and allegedly also used the money to rent the luxury sedan used in the shooting and gave Jones, Lindsay, and the third unnamed suspect guns, including one that was converted into a fully automatic machine gun. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston were arrested in late October, Lil Durk tried to leave the U.S. According to the FBI, Durk booked at least 3 in late October machine gun. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson,
who is this guy?
Converted into a fully automatic machine gun. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay,
who is this guy? This guy don't look like no savage. I guess he is, but this nigga look like Vonna's 1700 father.
Wilson, and Houston were arrested in late October, Lil Durk tried to leave the U.S. According to the FBI, Durk booked at least 3 international flights. U.S. Custom and Border Protection alerted the feds he booked 2 one-way flights to Dubai and Switzerland. However, he didn't board either flight. Instead, officials say the Chicago rapper also booked a private plane to leave Miami and arrive in Italy. Durk was booked into custody on October 24th, an hour before the plane's departure. And he was taken to the Broward County Jail before his transport to Los Angeles to face the charges. Meanwhile, the other 5 men named in the indictment are still in federal custody in Illinois, pending their transfer to LA for arraignment. The Grammy Award-winning rapper and his co-defendants are facing a lengthy sentence if convicted on all counts, a max sentence of life in prison. We have a lot to unpack with this new superseding indictment against Lil Durk. So I have a great guest that I want to bring on, and that's retired Detective Commander Will Spieler. Will, always great to have you on. Now, you're from Chicago. What's your reaction hearing Lil Durk's been arrested for this murder for hire?
So this is someone who works in Chicago or is from Chicago and is a retired detective, has a little bit more insight on how police have feeling about Durk this and third. And I think I've said repeatedly before, man, police do feel a way when they feel like you've beat the system in avoiding charges or you avoided, whatever prosecution. And they feel like, especially if your behavior is continuing. Listen to this.
Plot that did result in the murder of the intended victim's cousin instead.
Well, it's really not a big surprise. He grew up in Inglewood. I'm very, very familiar with Inglewood. We've had problems with these Drilla rappers, with feuds in the neighborhoods that resulted in many shootings, many murders, going back to the Chief Keef days and even before that. So it's not a really big surprise to me that he would have been involved in this type of activity.
And being that you've worked in Chicago, talk to me a little bit about the drill rapper scene over there and OTF. Have they ever been on your radar before?
Oh, absolutely. OTF specifically, not as an organization, but individuals involved with the OTF. You got to understand, it's not just the rap group OTF. It's the fact that they're affiliated with street gangs, gangster disciple street gangs. We've got all kind of gang problems out here in Chicago. And a lot of these rappers come from these crews. And we have shootings all the time where they're filming videos on the street, doing their diss raps or whatever you call them. And then there's shootings at those videos, at those video shoots. So we've been after them for quite a while. Again, not going after them so much as an organization, but individuals committing these murders in furtherance of their gang activity.
And what do you make of the rap scene that also bleeds into the street, where your favorite rapper could be coming out with great music that you enjoy, but then they still hold on to the streets, even though by all accounts, they made it big?
They made it out. But, some do make it out. Look at Snoop. Now, there's a perfect example who was a stone cold gangbanger in L.A. who made it out. And the only way they can fully make it out is you got to separate yourself from the people that drag you into that life. The kid had talent. The kid had a future. He was making money, but he couldn't get out of that gang mentality, that street mentality that he grew up with.
And, given your expertise in all of this, where does this all stem from? Is it really just like beefs within the neighborhood? Is it over women? Like, where do these rap beefs and these feuds that turn so deadly, where do they really stem and originate from?
It all starts on the streets. Okay, and it all starts in the home, as we know. Durk's dad is doing 2 life sentences. He was a leader in the Gangster Disciples. That's the life he knows. His mom worked hard. She was a nurse, I believe. She worked full time as a nurse. I mean, he grew up on the streets, and anything happens on the streets. It could be over a dope corner. It could be over a girl, like you said. It could be over property. It could be over territory. It could be over just disrespecting each other within these crews. So there's a lot of different reasons why it escalates to this, but it all stems from the street life.
And going into this murder for hire plot, was it common when you were on the force to see this deadly level of retaliation where suspects are offering bounties on the heads of others?
Yes, very common. Retaliation, as a matter of fact, when you do a post-shooting report, you got to get them out about 15 minutes after you know about the shooting. You look at the area. You look at the rivals of the gangs in that area, and then you send resources to the other side to make sure, because there's going to be retaliation. So not only do you investigate the crime itself, but you also send resources to the other side against the rival gang you suspect that they'll be retaliating against. And it happens all the time. There's a thing on the street called an SOS, called a shoot on sight. Gangs get that with other members, and not just for individuals in the other gangs, but for anybody in that gang is an SOS. Shoot on sight if you see them. So it's very common and still going on.
And it seems there was heavy planning involved. They bought masks, rented cars, tracked Quando Rondo down to Los Angeles. Are you surprised about this amount of planning that went into this?
No, not really. But everything you just said describes almost to a T what they're indicted for. When you talk about There's an interstate thing. The FBI is involved because it's an interstate thing. You've got planning, you've got records, you've got interstate travel. It's not surprising when you have that much of a crew that you're going to do those kind of things. But all of those things add up to a lot of problems for these defendants.
Yeah, and according to the feds, Lil Durk even tried to flee out of the states too. In your opinion, what does that kind of tell you about how much he was allegedly involved in all of this?
Oh, it tells me that he knew that he was going to be targeted.
Here we go.
By a prosecution.
Here we go.
And again, this happened in 2022, and the indictments starting with last in October for this murder that happens in 2022. So I will tell you this much: my experience with the feds are, when the feds come looking for you, they pretty much already have you. So there was probably a grand jury convened. There were witnesses spoken to, and it got back to Durk that, you know what, they're hot on your trail. So I think he knew full well what was happening, and and in the superseding indictment, they named him as the head of the organization, shot caller. That's not a good position to be in.
And there's been a lot of rumors circulating online that there was an informant within OTF that may have snitched on Lil Durk. What are your thoughts? And, from what we know so far, is anything pointing out to you that a snitch might have been involved?
I would say absolutely. A lot of information you get is from confidential sources, confidential informants. And when I worked with the feds, we did a 10-month wire. We had a bunch of informants. And not only do we have informants, but we have informants that we put listening devices on and spoke to people. And that's how you build your case. And in that indictment was up for 10 months. We had 51 indictments. We had one trial. Everybody else pled out. Because, and again, as this progresses, as you speak to more and more people who come in and say, all right, listen, this is what we have on you, and your sentence is from now on. When people start looking at that type of sentence, they start giving information so they can get departures. Like I said, out of that 51 count indictment, we had 50 pleas and one trial.
And we're seeing 6 men who were allegedly all involved in this murder for hire that, did end up fatally wounding Quando Rondo's cousin. What are your thoughts on this case going to trial? Do you think all 6 of them could take a plea? Do you think some could end up standing trial? What are your thoughts on where we could end up later on as this case continues to evolve?
Well, they're going to be getting offers. They're going to get offers. They're going to say, like in our case, we had the head guys were looking at life, and they pled to 30. Now, these are guys in their 20s, early 30s. Maybe they have some life after that. You're going to see people plead out in this case, depending on what they give them. But you're going to see people plead out, especially when you're looking at a life sentence. And I'm going to tell you, when the feds come after you, like I said, they've got a good case. So you're going to see some people flipping, as we say.
And kind of going back to the downward trajectory that we're seeing Lil Durk right now, where he was, going from winning Grammys, getting out of the streets, to now still being tied up in his alleged gang affiliations back at home, still being tied up in the street life, and now facing a life sentence behind bars. What are your thoughts on this overall? He went to the Cinderella story now to possibly ending up behind bars for the rest of his life.
It's a tragedy. Like I said, it's hard enough for these kids to get out of the situations that they're in England. But once they do get out, you pull for them, whether it's your kind of music or not. You pull for kids to do better and not get dragged into that. But when your mentality is the street mentality, sometimes they just can't get away from that. And this is a shame. I mean, he's had run-ins with the law before, but you think he made it. And then you just get dragged down into this, and it all comes down to the street level mentality, and that's what they know.
And the Quando Rondo shooting did happen in 2022. Why do you think we're seeing the indictment now, 2 years later? Talk to me a little bit about all that it takes to go into this level of investigation, especially given now that the federal government's involved.
Well, it's just that. It's that the federal government is involved, and once the federal government gets involved, whatever information they have, and it starts out in L.A. LA will develop information. They'll see that there's a federal tie when you start talking about crossing state lines. You start talking about crossing state lines, using public transportation to get to a crime, then they start to build it. And like I said, with the feds, they're not in a hurry. They will build They'll interview. They'll convene a grand jury. They'll get all kind of testimony in before the grand jury, before you'll do your indictments or before you'll do your criminal complaint, where you'll name your defendants. 2 years is about average.
All right. Well, Will Spieler, I appreciate always.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this kind of goes into a lot of the thought that we're having about the whole Durk situation. The Durk situation, I think Durk's case, obviously, one's murder, one's sexual assault and sex trafficking. Neither are cupcakes here, but I think Durk is in a significantly worse place than Sean P. Diddy Combs. I think there are certain things that's in Diddy's case that's going to be left up to interpretation. And even though there's, dozens of civil cases coming out against him, accusing him of many different things, a lot of those things, if they're not included in the criminal complaint, right now there was only one victim, which is Cassie. Apparently there's going to be more, but we're still waiting for the feds to present that. With Durk, it's going to be, hey, we have a dead body. Did you tell these guys to go do it? And if he has people on his own team that are willing to cooperate and say, of course he told me to go do that. Yeah, he told me to go do that shit. He paid me to go do it. That's going to be super tough. So I actually think that Durk is in a worse position than Diddy at this point, but it's really by the nature of the charge, right? I mean, you have murder where it's not about how you interpret it. It's, did you do it? Now, granted, he's not the trigger man, or he's not accused of being trigger man, but he's absolutely accused of giving the orders, which, you could call whatever you want to call it, even if those guys get up on the stand and lie. If your own guys fold on you, the jury's going to take that, be like, damn, that was your man on Instagram, but now he's telling on you. Even if you're saying, yo, he's just disgruntled, he's trying to save himself, they're going to kind of go with what they believe is the more popular or the more feasible explanation, given the fact there's a body, right? There's a whole body. There's someone dead. And again, we don't know if there's going to be more murders that come into play. Speaking
Man, first off, I want to say RIP to Fulio, man. My condolences before I speak the facts of how, you feel me, life really works. The energy that you put out into the universe is the energy that you will receive back. And I really think that people like Fulio, Young and Ace, and all those people, they're products of their environments, man. They grew up, you feel me, and that's all they knew. Kill, 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 murder, murder, murder. Like, you grow up in poor neighborhoods and you're around the people, who's the one gang all the money? The drug dealers, the scammers, the ones robbing people. Like, that's what they look up to. And, there's always different sides, bro. Different gangs, all that. I feel bad for Fulio, bro, because ever since he got shot in the foot and I seen the picture, I'm just like, bro, who wants to live like this? And like Akademiks said, he probably said, bro, it's my birthday. Like, I had to be on edge every single day. And the one day he let loose, he got drunk, he got lit, he was enjoying himself. He lost his life on his birthday, bro. Like, I kept seeing comments of people saying, oh, his birthday gift was death. It's like, the thing with something like that is he joked about someone else dying on their birthday. Like, the 23 dude, I'm pretty sure he made if you look up the When I See You Fulio song, like, he was like at the graveyard, like doing all that. Like, the energy you put out is what you're gonna receive back. This is a prime example. Like, leave all that dissing stuff alone. Now Fulio's gonna be, you feel me, like, every diss song, like everyone from ATK and all those people, they're all gonna drop their diss songs on Fulio now. and he's just gonna make their careers get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, it's crazy to say. I don't know if a lot of you guys believe in God and stuff, and I never want to wish like bad on somebody, but bro, the way Fulio lived his life and the antics that he went on with, I hope that he is in a better place, but most likely, you feel me, he's looking up right now, if you get what I'm saying. He's looking up at all of us. Not down on us. He's looking up. Yeah. But bro, it's the whole situation is just sad, bro. Like, certain interviews I listen to Fulio, I don't think Fulio is necessarily a bad person. It's just like all these people, they have hand their heart because actions and reactions. Oh, you killed my homeboy, so I'm gonna kill yours. You killed my brother, so I'm gonna kill yours. You killed my girlfriend, so I want to kill your family. Like, it's just a never ending cycle. And now the people on the other side, they're gonna laugh, giggle, hee hee ha ha. Oh, Fulio's dead. I mean, Fulio put it on into the universe heavy. He was dissing everybody, laughing at it. If Young and Ace died, Fulio would be having a field day right now. So I don't blame Young and Ace for anything that he's doing. You feel me? You can't be mad at Young and Ace for what he's doing right now, because Fulio would be doing the same exact thing. So hopefully they pop it while it lasts, bro. Fulio, you feel me? I'm just gonna say or assume he died doing what he loved doing, bro. Like, he 26 is old for like the type of lifestyle he was living. And also, one thing I'd want to say, if you know all your ops are in Florida and they all want to kill you, bro, and they're probably lurking your social medias, like, your birthday, if his birthday is the 23rd, if your birthday is the 23rd, and you know damn well, bro, that your ops has a homeboy named 23, and you're posting up on your story this, that, oh, having a good time, bro. Every single one of your birthdays, that's probably when they're trying to hunt you down and get their get back. It's literally, it's like a perfect thing. Oh, you dissed my homeboy, you did this, you did that. His name was 23. Okay, now you're gonna die on your birthday, like he died on his birthday, and we call him 23, and your birthday's on the 23rd. Like, what's all the coincidences in one, bro? Hey, man, it's a lot more I really want to say, but Fulio, man. That's all you really could say, man. Now everyone's gonna be sipping Don Julio. You feel me? I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I hope all this stuff stops, bro. I hope the killing stops. I hope everything could just end, but man, we all know it's never gonna end. Now the other side's gonna retaliate. Hopefully, man, something could happen. Or they're just gonna end up all killing each other off, but who knows? And let me know in the comments below your thoughts on everything. RIP Julio Foolio. Man, I wish nothing but the best for your family. I know they're mourning you crazy right now. And yeah, it's your boy, Big X News, and I'm out.